Okay, if you ever meet Scott Ginsberg, you won't have to worry about forgetting his name.
Because he wears his name on a tag.
All day, every day, for the rest of my life. Sometimes, too. That's how I roll. So let's go back in time now. To the year 2000. This is when the whole name tag adventure started. Although, I wasn't the first person to have this idea. How many of you guys are Seinfeld buffs? Yeah, so you probably remember there was an episode where Elaine was dating the mayor's assistant in New York, and she said, hey, let's get the whole city to wear name tags. So the mayor suggests it, and then he loses the election. Just so you guys know, I never stole this idea from Seinfeld. Episode 71, season 5. But what do you guys think? Feel free to shout out the answer. What was the first retail store in America to require all of its employees to wear name tags? You got it. Walmart is the answer. Well, there's a real shocker. Walmart was first at something. But Sam Walton, pictured here, dozens of years ago, was interviewed for the Wall Street Journal. And they said, Mr. Walton, no one's ever done this before. Employee name tags, why? And Sam Walton's response was, this is classic. He says, I want my customers to get to know the people they buy from. Damn, that's good! As I scare the crap out of this whole row, sorry. That's how to be approachable, folks, scare people. But see, Sam Walton recognized that a name tag, just like the ones you all wear today, well, not electronic, but a name tag represented the type of approachability that needed to exist between you and every single customer, between you and every single employee. Of course, Walmart, I shop there and everything, no offense, but those guys only wear their name tags 8 hours a day. My thought was, I'm wearing this thing 24/7 to work, to take out the trash, even to the beach and in the shower, which we'll be covering later. So feel free, once again, shout it out. What do you think? If you're walking around a college campus, okay, and you saw a guy like me wearing a name tag like this, the first thought that would pop in your mind would be geek. Thank you. You know, it's interesting. Every time I ask that question, doesn't matter who the audience is, it's like the same couple of answers: geek, nerd, dork, Adam Sandler. It's the same thing every time. Actually, the first time I ever asked that question, it was about the size of this, and this guy stood up in the back and goes, "Loser!" Oh, man. So I never invited my dad to one of these things again. But all these encounters, whether it's a brief hello, a conversation with a new friend, or with the customer, this is the basic unit of approachability that we're going to talk about today. Some encounter that otherwise wouldn't have existed. You see, after 8 years of doing this, I've noticed a couple of patterns. And one of that is that, about 3 to 5 strangers every single day will engage just because of the name tag. They might just say, hey, why are you wearing that? Or, hey, do you have a memory problem? Whatever they ask, it's some encounter. And if you actually do the math, multiply it by 8 years, you factor in speeches like this once or twice a week, and then you take the internet and throw it on top, wearing a name tag has given me the opportunity to meet over 200,000 people. Is that a lot? Well, okay, maybe for one guy, it's a lot. For you guys, that's nothing. Think about your call centers, the number of calls going out, coming in every single day, 200,000, you eat that for breakfast. And the good news is, every one of these encounters is an opportunity. Not to sell, but to deliver value. Not to interrupt, but to interact. And not to put up with a caller, but to engage, to deliver unforgettable service.